Okay, this stuff over here, this is a wall. And what happened was, there was the Jews, it was around their city. And the name of that city was Jerusalem. And they sinned against God, and they just kept on sinning, kept on sinning, kept on sinning. And God finally said, I'm done with you Jews. I'm going to destroy your city, I'm going to tear down your wall, and I'm going to send you all to jail. And they went to jail in a place called Babylon and Persia. And they were locked up there for a long time. Well, after a while, God had mercy on them. God said, okay, I'll send some people back and I'll help you rebuild your city. And all this piles of rubble, this old pieces of wall out here, and the trees have grown up on the wall, and the wall's all torn down, the wall's all beat up, and the wall's all a mess. And but after a while, there were some people, there was a man that came to rebuild the wall. This was very important because the Jews had a bunch of enemies, just like we got enemies in our life, sin in our life, that is sin in the world, that's our enemy. And they needed protection from that, so they need to rebuild their wall. So there's a man that came to rebuild the wall, and he got some Jews together. And he got some Jews together, and they said, let's rebuild this wall. So the Jews are going to build their wall back, and they're going to build it this week. Now, you guys, you're not going to believe how big the wall is going to be by the end of the week if the Jews are successful. It's going to be almost all the way up to the ceiling, and it's going to be all the way out to here. So I want you to come every day and watch the wall get built, because it's really going to be big. It's really going to be cool. And I want you to see it. As a matter of fact, the Jews are going to get started on building the wall tonight. As a matter of fact, I think there's some Jews. Do any of you know any Jews? You got any Jews? Got any friends who are Jews? I think there's some Jews. Oh, there they are.
Our city is in ruin.
God has forsaken us.
God forsook us.
Oh, my.
It's in ruin.
Ruin. Our city's ruined.
Brothers, God has not forsaken us. He has sent me, Nehemiah, to Jerusalem to come and rebuild these walls.
What? How can you do that?
I can't do that.
That's right, my brothers. God has spoken to me in the land of Persia, and he told me to come to Jerusalem and rebuild these walls. He also told me that he will strengthen our hands so that we might be strong enough to rebuild these walls.
What is this? What are you Jews up to?
We are going to rebuild this wall and our city. By the grace of God.
Yes, by the grace of God.
We are going to rebuild this city.
Yes.
We're not rebuilding the city.
You're going to do what?
We're going to rebuild this wall.
You can't build that wall. If you do, and a cat ran up it, it'd fall over.
You'll see. God will bless us and we will finish this wall. Come on, men. We begin tomorrow.
No.
Never make it.
Never.
Never make it.
Not going to happen.
Glory to God. This Nehemiah fellow loggers, we have to do something to make sure that he does not succeed, that these feeble Jews are not successful in their efforts to rebuild this wall.
Well, Demas, here's what we'll do. We'll hide this rubble, and when they come out to get their blocks, we'll attack them, and we'll beat them.
Like it. That's the plan. We will come out early in the morning, hide behind the rubble, and then attack them and drive them away, and they will never be successful in the building of their wall.
They'll never build this wall.
That's right.
We must go
We will plan all night.
Well, listen to that. We've got Nehemiah and the Jews over here are going to come and start tomorrow building their wall. And these Arabs over here said they're going to hide. And when the Jews come to build their wall, they're going to jump out and attack them and beat them and stab them with swords and spears tomorrow. You know what? don't know if you think those Arabs will do that? You do? How many? I don't want you to get real loud. Just raise your hand if you think they're going to do that. Raise your hand. Okay? If you think they're not going to, raise your hand. You're going to have to come and find out. But if they do and they hide out here, you're going to have to be quiet. Because listen, you guys are just watching what takes place. You can't tell the Jews that they're there. You just got to watch. All right?